Can we get another one? Can we get another one? Salsa. Salsa.
Last one.
Nay. Okay, anyway,
We should do an improv scene. Can we get a relationship?
any relationship between me and her? Dating, okay. Can we get a time?
1800s.
1800s.
A place?
Can we get a place?
New York.
Barbershop, 1800s barbershop. I think we can work with that.
Okay. Up next, we have The Things They Say.
By Louis Salon. I wonder, would you marry me? Or would you get a coffee with me?
I popped too many pills, he says. He confiscated a bottle, but I have others. I take more than he knows behind his back. It was already a huge trust issue when he found out I had been taking one drug behind his back. If he were to now discover I've continued doing this with not one, but several drugs, he may never trust me again.
Do they seriously think something's going to change because they've had a wedding? Everyone wants the same boring thing with the same boring speeches, same boring white dress, and the same boring food.
I knew a man who said, I want to take care of you because he meant he wanted to use me for a while. And while he was using me, so I didn't notice, he took care of me as if I was a new car before he decided to trade me in.
Or like dinner? Or breakfast tomorrow? Or lunch? Or tea in the afternoon? Or a movie? Or dinner the day after Thursday for lunch? Or maybe we could go up to my parents' house for the weekend. We could even stop somewhere along the way to be alone, if that's okay with you.
Who would want you? You crazy, needy person grabbing at whatever you want, a pit of wishes and desires. I could work, and the first thing out of your mouth would be, what's next?
I think the truth is, I always came in last, and I hate you for that. The only person I've ever truly loved in my life itself, and now you're gone? You were going to leave me eventually. I've always known it.
I would rather go to a funeral than a wedding. Because you see, at a wedding, everyone's supposed to have the greatest day of their lives, and they never do. But at a funeral, nobody expects to have a wonderful day, so things usually turn out being pretty nice. Where does the idea of marriage even come from? Frankly, I've never seen so much silver, so many gifts, so many white things, so much satin ribbon.
He loves me so much it would destroy him.
Or just we could get coffee over and over again every day until we get to know each other and sit in the cafe through all 4 seasons. You know, I have known many women. I mean, I don't mean to say, I just mean, you know, my mother, my grandmother, my sisters, and women I've known romantically, and friends and acquaintances.
I have pursued you in so many ways for all these years, and you have rejected me, and rejected me, and rejected me. I have to rip you out of my heart, but it tears me apart like a rag.
Do you think you could save some of the ribbon, the satin ribbon, because I wouldn't mind having some of the ribbon. I haven't taken any yet, but I was just wondering if you didn't want it.
Of course, all the while telling me that I am clumsy and ignorant, withdrawn, graceless, brutal. I love you with all my heart. I love your hair and your ears and your kneecaps. This is insane. This is how people go insane. This will make us insane.
Why am I doing this? Am I trying to sabotage my relationship? I love him more than my own life, and I can't imagine a life without him, and worse, I'm his first real love. He's never had a real relationship before me. I don't know how he'd handle it. If it did end, it's one of my worst fears, hurting him, and I have been recently.
How can I be right about anything else? The one time you came home from being away, and I said, "You've come home." And you said,
Yes.
And I said, "But I don't think so. I think you left 2 months ago, and you are never coming back."
Because I have this collection of... And this one would just go with the whole ensemble so perfectly. So this ensemble that I have, they're all arrayed together with their hands up in the air, and they're doing the fire walking ceremony. So of course, Barbie has her pink feather boa, and the lime green outfit with the flowers at the waist, and the gold bow at the bodice.
I myself don't want a relationship that's longer, cooler, distant. I want a love that's all-consuming, and the longer the sense of you has lived with me, the more it has turned into a longing for you. And I think that scares people, because they think I'm just so determined, just barging ahead, not really a sensitive person. Whereas the truth I really am sensitive.
He had many other women. He treated me like dirt. The man I used to love would say to me from time to time, "Don't you think you should go home now for a while to visit your parents?" Because he didn't think where he and I lived was our home. And because he wanted to have a fling, and even to have his fling in the bed we slept in, because he wasn't afraid of anything.
But then, sometimes I think, hey, taking pills isn't so bad. It's helping me cope. And if it isn't really hurting my health, then why does he care? He's obsessed.
At the end of the day, you're just a guy. That's all. I could spit at you, I could spit at you, and spit at you. Because what you are is a typical male. I'll say no more.
Kenneth's doing the lambada, so of course they all have my times. They're just having a wonderful time. Oh, and you know, the convertible's parked nearby so they can go see the sunset whenever they want.
When I called one time, I felt something had happened. I heard it on the phone, and you said,
I don't know.
"What don't you know?"
I don't know if I can come back.
Because you've fallen in love?
What?
Because you've fallen for another woman.
Don't trivialize it.
A typical male. You are a typical male, which is to say, a shithook and a dickhead. The male. The male is a biological accident, an incomplete female, the product of a damaged gene, a half-dead lump of flesh trapped in the twilight zone somewhere between apes and humans.
When people come to see my collection, they just say, wow, because they can't believe I've done it. But I think if that's who you are, then you just be who you are. Whatever that is, just do who you are. Because that's why we're here, and it can't be wrong. It can't be wrong.
You come to me to be with me, and then as soon as you know you have it again, you run back to your husband. Like when we're talking on the phone and I seem distant, you come back to me. The only way that I know that I can keep you is by making you feel on edge, making you feel uncomfortable, making you feel that I'm about to drop you.
Things were so rough yesterday. This has never happened to us in 2 years, so why can't I stop lying to him? I'm a deceitful, manipulative, undeserving little bitch. She's the best thing that's ever happened to me. Why am I just throwing it all away?
I've always liked you, Lydia. Seeing you with your sisters in the summers when our families would play soccer at the beach, I thought you were really funny and really good at volleyball. And even though it's been years since we all went up to the Cape, I still feel the same way. I thought that you have, well, a natural grace. And I don't want you to think I've been a stalker all these years or anything. It just feels really good to be around you.
Yeah, I've thought about it before, living in the country, because that would be beautiful, but I've always thought it was scary. Just being cut off from the world, just waiting to be 80 or 90 years old and die.
I felt all at once the city had been bombed out, my house burned down. I asked, have you had a love affair?
No!
Have you had a fling, a one-night stand?
No!
I don't believe you.
Believe what you want.
Now I've stopped breathing.
Why am I throwing a wrench into a beautifully functioning machine? God, I need to get a grip on myself. I can see disappointment and sadness in his eyes sometimes now. It's killing me. I don't think I love him anymore.
You know, I thought you were going to be a doctor, or go to the moon, or have a nice civil service job with all the ordinary things in life. Not throw it away on some sort of romantic gamble like you think, oh, I'd like to go to the countryside for the weekend, and then just go fling yourself out in the universe and drift among the stars. Take the gamble that this would be a meaningful life. One you'd like to live forever. One like you have.
So I thought maybe this is an okay way to have a marriage, to start out, at least. And I thought this could grow into something deeper and longer lasting. But maybe this isn't quite the thing you want. And I don't really want to force myself onto you. You should be free to choose if you like me or not. I mean, obviously.
You say I say these things to manipulate you, but how can I manipulate you? You, when you stick a knife into an animal, it will kick and jerk and cry out before it dies. It can't help itself. I keep waiting for my love for you to stop. Stop! But it won't end. I can't bear it. I miss being with you, just hearing you breathe, holding you through the night if I would dare. I couldn't help myself either, pretending I didn't care, turning over in bed, turning my back on you, hoping you would see my actions as a mirror of your own.
The point is, you came on way too strong. That's not the sort of thing you can take back now. The damage has been done. That's why when people play bridge, they lead with the 3 of clubs. They feel it out, and then they can build from there. But when you throw down the ace of spades, what is that? You're going for a grand slam or what? I've been thinking of us being together, and the mental picture that came to mind was, I walked into the grocery store, and I saw that the man in front of me was sweating and twitching, and then all the doors slid shut, and the man was shooting at the produce. Everyone got down on the floor on their stomachs and crawled towards the corners. I ran through the back wall, into the garden, where all my theater friends were having a lingerie dinner party. Everyone was dressed in long silk gowns, and then it started raining, and everyone ran around, grabbing the silk and disappearing.
The only way to have you is to reject you. If I don't reject you, then I don't have you. And we're in a relationship that's sick, where you show love by showing aversion, and you show aversion by showing love, so that the one person that you want to love and show how much you care is the one person that you would shove away by doing any of that, so that you live a backwards life. How can we go on like this?
And I so regret not finding a way to find you instead of withdrawing from you, and so making you feel, I suppose, not loved, not pursued, not treasured, not precious, as I felt you were, not giving you all the things I felt for you. And so I keep trying over and over to let you go, but even as I say that, it takes my breath away to think I would let go of the only person I have ever truly loved in my life.
Sometimes I would come home because it was home to me. He would be there with some other women, and I was expected to make conversation
stars. It's like to think, who are you thinking that you're all alone in life? And you just have your life on Earth, and then it's over. And it hasn't been much more than a wink in the life of the stars, and you haven't done anything in life that you think will be meaningful. That's why I've always felt safer living in the city. Can't see stars at night.
I ran for the elevator, but when the doors closed, we saw the elevator rolling away, and we were on an Amish school bus. Everyone, we stopped at the elephant trainers, and the driver let me on. And I went to the elephant trainer, and he said he would take me back on his elephant. So I climbed up on his back, and just a few steps down the road, he turned his head around and wrapped his trunk around my waist and said he'd fallen in love with me and wouldn't ever let go. What do you think that means?
It means there are still people who want to love each other and be together.
And not just halfway, not just one foot on the riverbank ready to say at any moment, okay, that's it, we grew apart, save yourself, I'm out of here.
But no, they want to say, I am here with you. I am making this commitment to you. I am here with you forever.
People still want to do this because no matter what we've seen in our lifetimes, this is still a human desire. A desire for love forever.
And people still want to give themselves that, and notice it, and mark it with special occasion, so that when they die, it doesn't seem like the most important thing in their life was, what? Having their appendix out?
People have made a big deal about that. Love is an important thing. Not even be a necessary one for the world to go on. And so,
The wedding guests are here because...
When people make this special promise to one another,
It's a happy occasion.
and the most important one, and people like to share it.
and
Leave sound before the misery begins.
I talk too much. I'm sorry. I do that sometimes. I wish I didn't. But I get started on a sentence, and then the first thing I know, I'm trying to work it out, the logic of it, follow it through to the end. I think if I stop, or if someone interrupts me before I get to the end of what I'm saying, they won't understand what I'm saying. And what I'm saying isn't necessarily wrong. It might be, but not necessarily. And if it is, I'll be glad to change my mind or be corrected. But the point is, if I stop or get lost along the way to the end of what I'm saying, I don't know how to get back. We know each other. Right now, from the first moment, we know so much about one another in just this short period of time, and we have known so many people. And I, for myself, can tell that you are one in a million, and I want to marry you. I want to marry you and have children with you and grow old together. So please, just have a coffee with me.
Was that awkward? Mrs. Fleckingston, do you remember when we fell in love? Of course I do. I remember it like it was yesterday, all the way back in 2014 when I was working at Whole Foods.
Excuse me, I'd like to return this.
What is it?
It's some organic arugula I bought yesterday, and it's already rotten.
Why'd you buy it if it was rotten?
It wasn't rotten yesterday. It was supposed to be good till Monday. I'd like my money back, please.
How much did you buy it for?
$4.99. Why does that matter anyway? This is the worst service I've ever had. Where is your manager? You should be fired.
I fell in love the second.
Anyway, up next we have Reform.
By Sonny Ritchie.
He invited 20 people. It was a small thing. The triplets were turning 17 and everybody knew about it. Both our parents were away and could not be home for our birthday. They even said we could have a few friends over.
A few people was what it started out as. Then everyone started posting Snapchat stories. We had our own geotag, so the word just got around. Random people started showing up. People we didn't even know.
People from our school, people I don't even talk to from our school, people from our town, people not even from our town. It was a nightmare.
Then you walked in and we knew we were screwed, but a part of me was relieved because I knew the party was getting out of hand fast. Later on in the night, the door was just left open because there was no point in shutting it because a new group of people would just walk in every 5 seconds.
It is a good thing I was there. You're very lucky I came in time. I was actually given an anonymous tip from one of your peers. They seemed concerned about how big this party was getting, and they wanted me to ensure the safety of you and your friends. I'm not going to sit here and be lied to about how this was just a small get-together. Also, there was no parent supervision. Something terrible could have happened, and you're lucky I got there before something did. I had to call your parents, and trust me, they're more disappointed in you than I am.
Wait, you called our parents?
Yes, you left me with no option. I walked in on a party of more than 200 kids. There was alcohol, drugs, and I don't even want to know what else. I'm holding all of you responsible for this.
Look, I understand that this is a horrible offense, but it was just a party. We're teenagers, it's what we do. You can expect a house with 3 kids and no parents not to do something. We have a reputation at the school. You know it, I know it, we all know it. We had to keep it up and this was our chance.
Sir, I apologize for you having to witness this firsthand. Whoever told you is a snitch, and I do not see why they went out of their way to do that when, 1, it was our birthday, and 2, it was genuinely going to be a small get-together. I have the list of everyone who was invited in my notes. It's a small list, I swear.
Mr. Russell, I sincerely apologize from the bottom of my heart. I am horrified that you had to witness this. I cannot imagine a principal walking in and seeing his own students under any influence. I am embarrassed beyond belief. Words cannot describe the shame I feel to be facing you right now, sir.
I have informed your parents of my decision. It is non-negotiable. I don't know what your parents are going to do from here, but that issue is out of my hands. I'm left with no choice.
This school's nothing without me anyways. I ran this school.
This is a mistake, Mr. Russell.
Sir, please, no, you can't do this, sir. Please, sir.
Jenna, Brad, you are expelled.
No!
Help! Let me out of here. Put me out of my misery. I'm so sick of this place.
It's actually not that bad. I kind of like it here. Yeah, we have uniforms, but they're kind of cute, I guess. We have religion classes, and we follow a strict code of morals. According to Sister Regis, she has a profound love for our
Lord Jesus Christ. To be completely honest with you, I thought it was going to be like a Call of Duty game. But now that I'm here, I feel like I'm in literal prison. We're commanded to make our beds and have clean iron shirts every day. That's too much to ask, especially from me. General Chen is a nightmare. You guys would everyone here is such a hardo.
They shove their heads in between their books and leave them there until the sun rises. It's like, hello everyone, do you have anything better to do? No? Okay, you may continue. It's maddening. Also, I have confused this place with the Arctic one too many times. If I don't wear these 3 jackets, I will get frostbite. And I swear, if I hear anyone say the word A one more time, my head will explode. I thought Canada would be so much different. I was expecting French men, waffles, and pretty snow, but that's all a lie.
study every day and actually do my homework well, I feel liberated. Students here are the teacher's priority. We're
All they care about is carrying on their father's legacy of becoming an army general. Well, not me. I was sent against my own will because my mom and dad are delusional. Some guys even have pins tucked into the collars of their shirts so their posture is always upright and uptight. It's bizarre. We work out like fiends, eat like brides on a lose 20 pounds in 2 weeks diet. All I want to do is cry, but if there is even a sad sinus across my face, I'll be sent to do 200 push-ups and a 3-mile run. No thank you. I'm just so sick of this place.
Oh my god. Everybody here? It's just disgusting. We're forced to learn Spanish, but all I want to learn is French, so I can fly up to France and meet cute, oh my gosh, Frenchmen. So, I miss the boys back at home though. Their nice smiles and normal clothes. Here, we have boys with matted hair, lanky arms, and food-stained t-shirts. Ugh, just gross. It's not even like it's fun here either. All the teachers have a goal of making our lives miserable. It's so strict here. Get this, you guys. Every time we walk into a building, even the dining hall,
We have to sign in by 11 every night, which I honestly think is rather reasonable. Streets past that. Guys, I think I found my calling. I've seen the light of the Lord. I think I'm gonna become a nun. It's just so nice and relaxed here. During the day, there's a lot of free time, so we go back to our rooms or out in the quad to pray. It's like everyone's
A statue and has no emotions. Oh God, thinking about this place makes me sick to my stomach. Maybe it's the food or lack of food. I can't do this anymore. If I have to drop down and do 20 one more time, I am escaping. I will flee the property. I can't do this. I keep on thinking it'll get better, but somehow every day it just seems to get worse. And I'm so done with this place. It's so hard to do all these drills.
You are out here doing things like a little girl. I know what you have been doing. You have your partner help to put you up on the wall every single day. And worse of all, you cringe every time when a piece of dirt touches you. You are disrespectful to both the academy and me. And you are gonna pay for your behavior. Do you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you, homie.
It's clear, Brad. You do not belong here. You are not meant to be here.
Sorry, Doc. Those were clearly not my intentions, but I really do not care about this place, you, or anything here. Sorry. Not really sure how I'm going to prove that I'm semi-sorry. Do you want me to do push-ups or something?
No more push-ups. They are too easy.
What are you talking to? Push-ups are not easy.
We fucked.
See, that's not what I was expecting.
Of course it was.
What's that supposed to mean, Jen? That wasn't my plan, but that's how you want to go about things, then sure.
Just
Constantly reminded of the hell I'm in.
every time I see a girl walk by with a Louis bag, like, hello miss, it's 2017 and you're not 12. So I'm confused as to why you have that thing attached to your arm. Oh my god, it's hopeless. Everyone here is just a wreck. Like, really? Louis Vuitton? It's so last season, I can't even handle it. Actually, I think you just become a teacher here at this rink-a-dink boarding school. Maybe I can even teach everyone here something valuable. I'll call it How to Not Look Gross 101. Even with that, the people here are unchangeable. Their styles are so long gone that
It cannot be reversed. I have seen a new day. I'm a new girl. A different me, as you may say. Sure, I miss old times of partying and never doing homework, but The Lord has given me purpose. He showed me a path, a straight path. I confess all my sins and read the Bible every day. I love reading the Word of God. Our paths may cross in lonely desert spaces or crowded city places, on mountain steep or urban street, but our paths will cross, and you will offer to lighten our road, walk our load, ease the pain, take the strain. Our paths shall cross, when you will call and we shall turn. Can we learn to hear your voice? Make the choice. Our paths will cross, our gain or loss.
I'm here.
Are you real? This must be a dream.
It is me.
My lord,
That's my name. Don't read it out.
please, Lord, forgive me for my sins, for poor Billy that I ran over with my car. I swear, I am reformed, my lord. You have changed me.
Don't worry, Melissa. It's true. I'm working.
How are you here right now? This seems impossible.
I had a day off today, so I decided to come down here to make a few stops to solve my loyal followers.
Wait, oh my gosh. Am I the chosen one? Are you bringing me back with you?
That's not my move.
Then why? Why are you here?
Because I want to be.
Oh, Lord. Yeah.
No, actually, because I've heard your prayers, I've seen a reform to a new woman. Now let's go.
Go where?
You're coming with me.
But you just said I'm not the chosen one.
I was kidding. That's all.
I don't understand. Why me?
Because you seem chill and you talk to me a lot. I thought we could be friends. I mean, what's your name?
Of course, my lord, I'd love to be friends.
Oh, okay. I was pretty nervous to ask you.
I'm honored that you were nervous, but you do not have to be.
That's, by the way, just call me Jesus.
My lord, I will speak to you even if it's on
paper, we'll still get in trouble. No communication past 9 o'clock. Nothing with the outside world. Nothing with even our roommates, whose mind, by the way, is an absolute freak. His life revolves around the military. He enforces the rules more than our generals do, and that's a lot. It'd be nice to have someone normal to talk to. They don't even allow that. I'm done with this place. I'm confined to this 1 acre piece of property. I have no freedom here, and I can't breathe, and sometimes I can't help but wonder, is this how people feel in straitjackets?
would be a better option for everyone here. We should just get a uniform so I don't have to stare in disgust at girls clothed in burlap sacks. I miss home, not our parents. They dress even worse. But I miss you both so much.
Only 6 more months until I get to come back home and spread the word of the Lord.
See normal you.
What's going on? That's it. I think we should go on a break.
What? No, for how long?
For 10 minutes while we enjoy snacks and refreshments in Coney Gallery.
Oh, so intermission.